Good evening, everybody. Before I begin tonight's video, I want to advise everybody that the following case involves an incredibly severe and heartbreaking tragedy. We will be discussing a mass family homicide, the loss of children, elements of intentional poisoning, and fatal violence. This narrative also explores deeply frustrating system failures within the family court system. Viewers who are sensitive to these cases involving child harm or severe domestic trauma may find this narrative to be very distressing. Please take care of yourself while watching, and please do not allow your children to hear any of this. I am doing this video for one reason, and one reason only. I'm doing it in loving memory of 4 beautiful children that were lost, and for a father that is grieving tremendously. And that will be the last time I report on this. So I will move forward. I just wanted to give that clarification before getting into all of the details. On Tuesday evening, June 23rd, 2026, a quiet community, of Mechanicville, New York, became the scene of tragedy so profound that it defies human comprehension. Concerned neighbors at the John S. Moore housing complex on Harris Avenue had grown increasingly alarmed after realizing they had not seen a local family for a few days. At 6:20 p.m., responding to a request for a welfare check, the police coordinated with building management to gain access to an apartment belonging to a 64-year-old Amy Stedman. When the officers stepped inside, they stepped into a scene that shook even the most seasoned investigators to the core. Inside the apartment, they discovered the bodies of 6 family members. Among the deceased were Stedman, her 44-year-old daughter, Sarah Myers, and Myers' 4 young children. So we have a grandmother, a mother, and the 4 children. Sarah Myers and her 4 children had all been poisoned along with the grandmother. This was an intentional act. I'm going to give the names of the children as a tribute to them in loving memory. And I fiercely hope that their names are never forgotten and that they are forever in peace and that they will never be forgotten. There is the 13-year-old Harper Harmon, 11-year-old Hudson Harmon, and 10-year-old twins Gavin and Gracelyn Harmon. As the horrific news sent shockwaves through the region, an even more heartbreaking layer to the story emerged from Salt Lake City, Utah. Speaking through immense, incredible grief, the children's father, Brady Harmon, revealed that he was just days away from a miracle he had fought over 6 years to achieve. Following a marriage that began in December of 2015, Harmon and Myers separated in 2019, at which point Harmon claims Myers unexpectedly relocated the children from Utah to New York without giving him any notice. This action plunged Harmon into a grueling, painful custody battle. Though he was awarded video phone calls and joint custody, he faced constant barriers trying to see them. Finally, a massive legal breakthrough arrived. A recent court agreement mandated that all 4 children would fly to Utah, On July 1st, 2026, a mere week from now, and they were going to be able to spend the entire summer reuniting with their father. Harmon was counting down the hours preparing his home to welcome them back, only to have his world completely shattered. Describing the sudden loss he shared after fighting so hard to cross the finish line, it felt as though someone had simply cut his legs out from underneath him. The ongoing criminal investigation has quickly taken a chilling and dark turn as state and local police piece together the family's final days. Harmon noted that his last contact with the kids was supposed to be a video call on June 10th, which Myers abruptly canceled under the assumption that the children were all sick. When subsequent weeks passed in total silence, a worried Harmon began prompting New York authorities to check on the home. During a major press conference on June 25th, 2026, in Mechanicville, New York, Police Chief William Rabbit provided horrifying details on what detectives had discovered. The police department confirmed that there is absolutely no evidence of an outside intruder or an ongoing threat to the public. Instead, the evidence recovered inside the residence strongly points to a mass, intentional poisoning, with numerous prescriptions and over-the-counter medications found at the scene. Furthermore, initial autopsies conducted at Albany Medical Center revealed that one of the children also suffered fatal sharp force stab wounds. While final rulings on the exact causes and manners of death are pending, comprehensive toxicology reports, detectives recovered a handwritten note inside the apartment. Chief Rabbit stated that the note and the circumstantial evidence strongly indicate the grandmother, Amy Stedman, was actively involved in executing this horrific act. As the investigation continues to uncover a motive, a local community has been left entirely paralyzed by grief. Chief Rabbit described Mechanicville as a small, tight-knit community where many residents personally knew these children or families of their own, making the sudden loss of 6 lives completely incomprehensible. Neighbors, classmates, and devastated locals have begun gathering near the Harris Avenue complex to leave flowers, stuffed animals, and handwritten tributes. The community vigils are being organized through the town to provide a space for grieving residents to mourn, light candles, and process the unfathomable tragedy that occurred. Meanwhile, over 2,000 miles away, Brady is trapped in a secondary nightmare. He expressed a deep desire to bring his 4 children back to Utah to bury them in his home state. Tragically, because the family had been deceased for an extended period of time when they were found, Harmon revealed he is facing several logistical hurdles due to the advanced state of decomposition. True crime stories often expose the deepest vulnerabilities of the human condition. But cases like this remind us of the innocent young lives caught in the wake of unimaginable darkness. It is so hard to comprehend that a couple with 4 children, I should actually say that the wife of 4 children, despised her husband so much that she didn't want him to see the children or have anything to do with them. So she not only took her life, but she took the 4 lives of his precious children away from him. That is something that I can never understand, and I don't want to ever understand. But we're seeing a lot more of this, and it's extremely concerning. I want this to be remembered, and today, on this platform, I want to join in giving a morning national tribute in honor of Mr. Harmon, and give my deepest and most sincere prayers during this time of this incredible and horrific sorrow that he is going through. And I am quite sure that the people that did listen to this full narrative will also hold your children close to their heart and in their prayers. Thank you, everybody, and God bless.